Hi everybody, welcome to a very, very different night to what we're used to. We're in a fabulous place. We have come to a story in two parts. The second part loaded full of history, loaded full of World War II-ness. And yet it is indirectly that we're here for one single World War II story. We're a few miles away from an airfield that we're going to be traveling to soon. And we're going to introduce you, we think, this hour to some ghost children. Now, my name's Alan Robson. If you've not been on one of our journeys before, something you should certainly try. Go to robsonsworld.com and there's audio adventures, and soon there will be some filmed adventures too for you to enjoy. I am not alone on these trips. The light going down faster now than it was even last week, and I am joined by someone who has always looked better in the dark. Kenny, step forward. Kenny's with us tonight now, and again, Kenny's been all over the world with me doing all kinds of things. And the one thing that we seem to share is we were both huge skeptics at the very beginning, totally. And now we're batting for the complete opposite side. Totally. And maybe we can persuade a few of you to see our point of view too. After the things that we've seen, we want to show you. Kenny, swap our places with Tony. Award-winning producer Tony Hollywood McShane.
There you go.
Is also here too. Before every trip, I know we're still in. Yeah, it's
mosquitoes.
We're in Midgeyland again. You've won a lot of awards, and you've travelled all over the place doing all kinds of ghosty
everything,
habnabs too. And yet the ghost that he saw, the only one that he's seen a full figure apparition, was actually up the coast in Bamborough. So that's the three of us. We're going to take you around, but the important thing is you guys. And don't forget, share, share, share. And if you do share, a Night Owl badge could be yours. There you go. A very fine Night Owl badge. And if you fancy winning one, just share it. And don't just share it with your immediate friends. Share it with everybody on your Facebook and your social media sites to the left and to the right. We need to build up our numbers. We need more supporters coming on board, and we'd love you to be one of them. We already got the loyalist bunch, but we want more. We want to conquer the world. Now, why are we here up a lane like 1,000 of others in the north? If you see the camera moving around, it's because behind the camera, Tony's...
I'm being attacked by something.
There.
Something is attacking us.
Well, so it should. Now, the thing is, you drive up these kind of roads, especially this time of year when you're looking for things to do. And I'm going to take you to a place that you can actually come and do things. But you would drive up here, and if you look to your right-hand side, you'll see fields, and in the distance, maybe the red lights of cars on the A1. That is the A1, the main road that cuts right the way through the entire north. I don't know, can you make out any cars on it?
No, not really.
Not really. However, these kind of little slow, tiny roads, you know, the ones that you can't get two vehicles past, so you've got to have spaces like this, passing places where you can pull over to allow a vehicle to go up. They're all over the north, and they hide things. Come with me, because Kenny, you go through first. You're carrying all our tools at the moment. Watch your step. Yeah. And through here, you would look at that vista there. What does it look like to you? Could you picture on that building at the far side, could you picture a machine gun tower? Or maybe a huge searchlight on that building at the far left of your screen right now? Yeah, there's some energy towers to the right-hand side of it. And that long building, well, it's just a farmer's shed, isn't it? Where he probably keeps his cows, a buyer. You couldn't be further from the truth. One of these buildings is a morgue. That building that you can see on the right used to be a hospital during World War II. The airfield, which is that way, where the sun is setting in the distance, although it doesn't show so well on camera, sadly. It looks quite dynamic in real life. And it's along lanes like this that jeeps and ambulances used to come. And this place is said to be particularly haunted. And there's one story that's synonymous with it. We have an airfield with floating energies and amazing stories. Tell you them in the second half. I'm saving all of them because the Northeast is famous for a lot of things. Kenny, I know that you're a big, like World War II. That was your history time, really. Because you've always been interested in it.
I always have done.
But did you know where the first ever German bombs in Britain landed?
I wouldn't have a clue.
The first ever place was in the Northeast.
Never.
South Bank, Middlesbrough.
Right.
Very first bombs ever. And they thought it was the Tyne. And they dropped the bombs on the Tees instead. And obviously Teesside, Wearside, Tyneside, all shipbuilding and
Yeah, of course.
building munitions and what have you.
Targets on.
Absolutely. And the other first, and I'll tell you the full story in part 2, involves the very first German plane ever to be shot down in the north. Where did it land?
It's got to be somewhere near here, is it?
30 feet from the Ridley Arms, Stannington Village.
No way.
How come we don't know this kind of stuff? Super cool. But we're not here for the history. History comes later. This is what it's all about. You see that dark building with the open door? That's the mortuary. That's the morgue where bodies were laid out. Planes would crash. Planes would come back with injured pilots. Also, of course, the Germans were trying to bomb the air bases, and people that were injured, wounded, would be taken to the hospital. That's that one. And if they were unlucky, they'd end up in the middle one.
Is this the hospital?
No, the hospital was that
Ah.
building at the far side. This whole area here was actually where you could put vehicles of any kind, and of course they had a lot of military vehicles flying around. Ambulances would be parked in this area, and although part of it did have a roof on at one point, a lot of it was just open so that they had something solid to park ambulances on.
You can
Rather
picture it, can't you, as well?
Absolutely.
I mean, that wouldn't have changed really that much.
This is, apart from a coat of paint and maybe there's a new door on the odd window, much of this is the same. And you can hear, air raid sirens. You can imagine planes coming in and landing in a nearby field, because the aerodrome that we're talking about used to have that field and the two fields over the top. And then there's a huge A-shaped airfield that's still in existence. We're going to go there at half time. We're going to do the airbase with the deathly phantoms that drift across the airfield. That's what we want to see tonight. However, this is the place of the ghost children. So share. Get this out to everybody that you know. And I don't fully understand the Facebook thing, but Tony, you were saying that we had to do it so that everybody told everybody on there.
Yeah, if you just share it to your own feed, then all your friends and family will see it.
Great.
Actually, when you think, this was only 70 odd years ago when this was happening.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Now I know they've changed this building into a water tower for like local houses and farms. This thing here, that thing on the top, I believe, is stores water. However, back in the day, that would be overlooking an airfield, and they'd be watching the skies to make sure that there was no enemy planes, and there was many, and that's my stories from the next hour. But going around here, it's just so atmospheric, and I know that the mortuary is going to be. Oh, and the one thing I haven't told you about is the tomb. We're going underground, round the corner into the tomb, and we'll be able to take you with us. And if that's not enough, we also have a night vision camera. We're going to be doing the whole night vision stuff, and supporters will be able to see all of the night vision, as well as the debrief, the drone footage, and all the other stuff that we do. So it's well worth your while joining. Not just for like one more hour. You don't just get the extra hour, you get all the other bits too. And I must admit, I thought the blah this week was really funny.
It was fun. It was good.
However, since we arrived here, which was an hour or so ago, we've seen deer running in the fields. We've seen alpacas, but I don't think they're indigenous. We've seen foxes. Yeah. We were almost attacked by a bull.
And cows, lots of them. And a sheep.
What's the matter? Tony
And
decided
bears.
to say we should have a walk along the
Entire.
whole runway of the air, and and then we walked all the way back, and we thought, well, nothing here.
We've seen some varieties of animals, haven't we?
Hares, rabbits, deers,
And rabbits.
a fox.
But that makes it all worthwhile. But we're here
What the
to
fuck's
see
here?
spirit. Don't you? Forget it. The main story of this place is children, and it's a horrible story. I don't know whether we want that story now. I can share it with you if you wish. But imagine this: an aeroplane coming into land. It was actually at Acklington. They said it was coming into land at Acklington, and the problem was sea mist had come in along with fog. Now, sea fret's a very different thing. It comes in from the coast, and it's made up of slightly different stuff to what fog's made of. And when the two get together, it's called a pea super, which means you've got to land using your instruments only. Now, this was an English bomber, and it was coming into land. It had spent all of its bombs. It was due to land at Eshott Airstrip, but it couldn't get to Eshott, so it had to make a landing wherever it could. And it saw an airstrip, didn't know what it was, but had to land on it. It came down too fast on an airstrip that was too short, and it went straight through the runway, across fields, and into a farmhouse where a family called Vaughan lived. And it totally destroyed the farmhouse. It exploded into an inferno. And yet, within 5 minutes of the entire place going up, the mother and father, Vaughan, walked out of the house. So the parents no longer wanted to live, and this was early part of the war. They got the children. The nearest hospital couldn't deal with them because their burns were so severe, and they had to bring them to another hospital here. They brought them in from an ambulance. They brought them down that road, I would imagine, straight to the hospital. And you call it a hospital. To me, that's a tin shed. Could you imagine? I know many of us have had friends and family that have been hurt in accidents, and you take them to the hospital and you hope and you pray that they're going to be able to save them. Imagine if the only place intensely badly burnt children could be brought was a tin shed in the middle of a field up in Northumberland. I'm sorry, but that would freak me out. And they thought that they could possibly save the boy children, and they worked on them, and they covered them, and they put salve on them. They did whatever they could in that building there, the far building. But tragically, they ended up in that one there, the mortuary. And they say that the children even answer you when you speak.
People are saying that they didn't hear the story. The sound went off. That was weird.
The sound went off.
Yeah, the sound and picture.
What? Can people confirm that? In which case, I'll quickly reiterate the tale.
Yeah, but
did the story go off? Can you just get people confirming?
Yeah, there's a few people saying that.
Right. Well, very quick version of that story again. An aeroplane came into land, a British bomber. It was in a pea soup fog with mist mixing in with sea fret. It had to land on its technology, which was basic at the time. And it came into land at an airstrip that it didn't know. It was Acklington. And the plane was traveling too fast on an airstrip that was too short. So it just kept going. And it ended up going through and into a farmhouse, and it erupted in an inferno of flames. The pilot, of course, died, as did the crew. And the mother and father stepped out of the farmhouse on fire, and neighbours had to jump on them and put the fire out. And they were brought here in a separate ambulance to the one that had their 5 children. The 2 girl children were literally incinerated. There was not much left of them. The 3 boys were severely burned, and they came here. And I was just suggesting, on earth would any parent feel? Because when we have illness in the family, you want to believe that whoever is going to look after them, whatever doctors and nurses, they would have the skill to be able to save them. Now, it's one thing taking them to a relatively modern hospital, but to bring them here to what is essentially just a tin hut, corrugated iron roof, wooden doors, drafty, basic, and that's the best chance that you've got to save your bairns in a place like that. Horrific. Well, don't know whether you can hear that echo, but that is the echo of the ghost children, because they ended up in this building. And I don't know whether you're already making out the echo, but this is the place they were brought. Tragically, we can't get into the hospital building, it's unsafe, but we can come in here where the children were brought. And this is uncomfortable. We were talking to a neighbour just literally 5 minutes before we came on air tonight, and he was saying that he sometimes leaves his truck in here and brings gadgets in here, and because it can keep them dry. And he says it's a weird, strange place. And the echo is formidable in this place. It's warm outside. In here it's chilly, but there's definitely an atmosphere. So keep your eyes peeled for us, please. This is, oh my goodness, there's a red light flashing through the window. How appropriate when we're talking about that kind of thing. So red light just signaling away at us. And this is the old mortuary. And I think it says an awful lot about the time that this place is so big. How many bodies would this have housed at any one time during wartime? It's got a real atmosphere. It's got a real feel to it. And you could just picture beds with people in it, bodies covered by sheets, pilots that had been shot down, innocent people that homes had been bombed. And German planes did come trying to find airstrips and bomb them to try and stop the British planes. And there's an amazing story about the day that Hitler decided he was going to send so many planes that he would destroy the entire munitions and shipbuilding industry on the time. I'll tell you that in the second half. Amazing. Look at this. What are these for? Well, these to secure beds, or was this to put another row of beds up maybe? You know, if they had like double-sized bunks. What the hell? Straw, I would imagine probably had straw then to take any leakage, which, you know what that...
Good case of the necromancer.
It is, absolutely. I think definitely let's have some time with the beast. Now, we got a new gadget this evening as well that I'm tempted to start with. Now, this gadget is a radar, and this ghostly radar tells you if there's any energy here, and it also reads the energy and fires words, whatever the entity is thinking. So let's try it. Let's see if anything's here. It's firing out to see if there's anything about. There's a presence being detected in here. I tried this gadget yesterday in the house and we got nothing in the house. But there's a message. There's a message coming. It's a good thing. We have a spirit 12 meters in that direction. 12 meters. You just heard a message from it, which is being deciphered. It says that the soul here is sad. Are you Mr. White? Is the message. Are you Mr. White? Maybe there was a doctor here called White. What's going on? Where is that? Ended here. It was over here. Has it moved? Let's see. See if we can get another message from it too. It's locating.
Strange stuff again.
Who is Mr. It's very, very.
Fine, isn't it?
But it's very distinct.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got some more
Yeah.
of that strange dust stuff going on. Mind you, we are walking on straw. Maybe it's.
Could be that.
Oh, hang on. There's a message coming.
Not there.
Where is the spirit from us? Where is it? 12 meters. It's in that corner there.
Yeah.
That's what it says. And the message. Can you tell Amber? Can you tell Amber? Who is Amber? Who's Amber? Who is Amber? We will tell Amber. A nest of or birds? Well, hang on. Let's see if we can get another message from this guy. We will tell Amber. What do you want us to tell her? It's looking. It just picks up energy that's in large enough amount for it to pick up. There's definitely things here. No question about it. Hold on a second. Presence. Which direction are you? Where are you? Tell Amber. Tell Amber what? Tell Amber what? Where are you? He's there. What do you wish me to tell the sad spirit? Just there, Kenny. You're walking towards it. Yeah. I loved you. I loved you on the 12th.
It's freezing here.
I loved you on the 12th. How about that?
Just stand here.
I loved you. I loved you on the 12th. What does that mean? Might mean something to. Oh, hell, Steve.
Freezing.
Yeah.
Shivers.
But hang on. Discernibly.
I've got shivers up here on my back.
Is it just because you're near the door?
No, you're freezing here.
That's amazing.
No.
Wow. I think time for the necromancer as well. Let's see what we get from. Maybe we can get a fuller conversation with the necromancer.
It is cold.
Although, yeah, I'm feeling the chills.
Isn't it weird? Nice day, everything fine, then all of a sudden freezing cold in one spot.
Right, come on, let's get the necromancer loose. The ghost radar I thought was interesting.
Very interesting.
I'd be very interested to find out when the 12th was. There's also some smoke coming over there, almost like a plane could have crashed. Isn't that weird? Can you make that out, Tony?
Yeah, just in the middle of the two trees.
How weird. Couple of miles. I know. Come on, Necromancer, over to you. Who was Amber? Was Mr. White a doctor?
I've just got a feeling on my hand
Of?
as if it was raining. If it was is it raining? It's not raining, is it?
No.
It's like a light. Put your hand here, just like a light feeling of water on it.
Really not getting it, Ken.
Honestly, I just had it there. That was. I thought it was raining. I thought it was raining.
Let's see if we can get something from this. Amber. Who's Amber? Is Amber there? Yes. I have a message for you, Amber. Do you want the message, Amber? Don't laugh. The message is that he loved you. And he was thinking of you on the 12th. He loved you on the 12th.
Need a torch.
Yeah. Kenny, can I have a torch, mate? Just take the little picture when you're there. Sorry?
That looks like one serious fire over there.
There is I don't know what that is, but there is. Somebody just said fire on here.
Honestly,
Who said fire?
that is strange. And again.
I know. Do you know anything about this fire? Are you gathering souls elsewhere? Kenny, can you see what I can see here? Look at the shadow on the wall.
Oh, good, yeah.
I know.
After child? How?
Did you see that?
You got it on the camera, Tony?
You can see the shadow.
Was it a small?
It was just a shadow that didn't look like it was this machine thing.
No.
Because you can see specifically all the bits of this machine.
It was
It's just in front of it. Just a little something. It's moving now. It's moving now, Tony. Middle of the building. Whoa. What the hell? That's weird. I mean, it might be an anomaly of the two torchlights. Maybe. I'm just trying to think what else that could have been.
Yeah, that was me. I said that was
That
me.
was me. And if that was you, what's your name? What's your name? Is that Mike?
Mike.
Are your brothers and sisters with you?
There's lots on there tonight.
Who else? Who else is here? Who else is here?
That's your Mandy.
What's your name? What's your name? It is absolutely. There's definitely a feel in this place. We've got a few other buildings to take a look at as well. I want to go through the side building where they kept all of all the paperwork and what have you. Possibly going to need your torch out here, Kenny. Night vision in here might work. Oh, yeah, we're going to the tombs. There's a place here underground, and it's said that when this place was being strafed with enemy fire, they had to try and get as many people as possible into the tombs, which is down some stairs. It's below ground. And a lot of the patients that were already badly wounded in the hospital next door, a lot of them.
What was that? Did you hear that noise?
It was like talking, wasn't it?
Like a whine or something?
I heard that.
Here?
Say that again.
There?
What?
What?
What was it?
There was a white thing that just went like that across the ceiling. From there.
I heard the whine. I
there,
didn't
across the ceiling.
didn't see the thing.
It's just like a white ball.
Maybe you've caught it on.
Not there.
Where?
Right, I think we need to just be quiet and just watch here. That was the weirdest thing. I've never seen with the naked eye that before.
Was
See
it
that
like an
camera?
orb?
Yeah, from there, and it just floated and went across the ceiling.
But then you said it was there again.
Then
Where?
again, it was on that next to that wall there.
I heard the whine as well, which
I
was
heard the
just
wind,
weird.
It was just here.
Do that again for us. What an echo in this place, mate. Answer us. Come on. If this is where you hang out, we're here for you. Come on. We're here with love and respect. Come on. Share with us. Come on. You wish to play, you're already taunting us. If you want to play, we'll play with you. But they took the injured people from the hospital next door into the tombs to avoid being blown up or further hurt by planes. And you've got to be so careful. We are going to get nettled to bits, man, Kenny. Yeah. Have you seen all this, the height of these? I already have, but barbed wire knee. I hear some one. No, definitely. Watch your hands on the nettles, man. So from there, could you imagine if you've got patients with limbs missing, people that are badly burnt in there, and you've got to get them on a stretcher, down some stairs, into the tombs? Not easy. But hang on, this is the building that I thought we should take a look at. It's this one over here. I presume this is where, like the nurses' station, or where the doctors did their prognostications.
Looks like little rooms, maybe where patients were.
Behind.
It could be going to rain.
It feels
hang
like
on.
rain just touching your hand.
Hang on. The easiest way to do this is to bear a bit of flesh.
Not mosquitoes trying to eat you.
No, if you did this, it almost feels like there's little bits of on the wind.
Yeah.
On the wind. There's water in the wind.
Definitely water in it.
Not from that water tower, is it?
No. This is it's light, but it's no. I'm getting it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And yet,
it's not
yet,
raining.
if it was raining, you could rub your jacket and you'd get liquid. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I heard that noise there in the grass.
Yeah. But it was like a tearing sound.
Yeah.
So, how do you get into this place? Presumably, the door would have been there, or probably here, looking at it. So this is small rooms, I presume, maybe rooms where you would go to get an arm fixed, or doctors and nurses doing their thing, plying their trade. A room where you got to watch these nettles again, because these are stingy bitches. Right. Oh, just block built, but in there's enough room for a bed, maybe an examination room, perhaps. Got to be careful, because underfoot it's and this is like the old roof material. That's what this is. So it'll not be terribly secure, I wouldn't have thought. So be careful. Right, that's what it does. Small, tiny little rooms. Ow. Yeah, I think this is definitely. You can imagine rooms, but why would you have a gap like that between two rooms?
Don't understand that. Privacy?
Well, ow, you got privacy with a wall, but be real careful, you Kenny, there. Ow.
Like stretchers.
Stretchers. Maybe, I think probably beds. They look like the small rooms for examination, or maybe if they wanted to work on it. But you've got to be careful when you see the whole, ouch, when you see the whole walls coming down. You see, you've just got to be. And I know the metal strands kind of hold it. Watch your head, Tony. There's a thing there too. Wow, what a place. What a place. What you getting, Kenny?
There's noises here.
There's noises here?
Definitely noises here. You get it? There's noises here, definitely. Like all around here.
What kind of noise?
From there was like a thud, like a studdy noise.
Right.
And then as if something was going through the grass.
Well, there's got to be wildlife here.
There's got to be.
I mean, we saw a few.
We saw deer and stuff.
We saw a few bits.
You wouldn't thought it would be. No. Well, there's people, because they normally shy away from people, don't they?
But we're also going to a burial ground a little bit later on as well. Not a cemetery. Don't think it's a cemetery, but it's a place where people and animals are buried. So we're heading in that area. You can see those buildings here as well. Nature's taken them back, but they were definitely here, leading up presumably to that, which at one point would have had a floor on the top of it before the water tower was built, and you'd be able to overlook the landing field, which is over there. But look at that. Oh, blimey, there's got to be stuff about in here. I felt stuff in that mortuary, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know what the tombs is going to be like that, because we've only looked down. We looked down at where it is, and we said in the daylight we didn't want to go in there, but we're going in the next half hour or so. Right, come on, let's get cracking. I want to have a. Oh, what the hell? Look at that. Does that look like any kind of plant you've ever seen?
Never.
What the hell's that?
Thing.
Mutant bulbous weirdness. I'm going to get back.
Like they've got bombs and stuff like that here.
Yeah, well, they were trying to disrupt
Could there be like chemicals in them that make stuff like that?
Chemicals? I don't think so. But it's just, if you look over here, it does look very much. Ow! What the hell? It does look very much like. It's. This is not comfortable underfoot. Watch your step down here, Ken. Yeah, you can see where they've had buildings on on all of this. You wouldn't put concrete down here for any other reason, would you? And there's a beautiful skyline that we'll probably not be able to see on camera. And can you, this is, you know what they're talking about, if you knock the torches out. Can you bring the big torch? Because you've got the field here, which at one time was an airfield. What we've got to do is, let's just scan it from one side to the other.
Right.
But we'll start together at the top end, up there.
Yeah.
And let's...
Slowly, yeah.
Absolutely. Because it's said that the spirit walks across the old landing strips. There's one from the place we're going next where I'll tell you the story of a guy who landed, died, but he was laughing when he died. And he said that, well, there was something over there, Ken. Can you say a little, just in the middle for no apparent reason? What the hell's that? Yeah. My torch just doesn't have the coverage of yours, man. But I'll follow you. I'll follow you. But it said that he walks across the other field that I'm taking you to. And he's called Cheery Charlie because he was laughing when he died of third-degree burns. You know, he takes a certain kind of courage that I'm not sure I would ever have. Lots of flying things here, I mean, isn't it? Apart from the midges. You just got to look. People at home will probably see more than we do because when we were doing our debrief yesterday, that image of the black figure that we caught on camera, and we both saw it at the time. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Well, that one's the mouth.
Did you hear that there?
Did you catch it at home?
Did you hear that there? Yeah, that was an honestly aeroplane engine there. There?
Listen.
Does sound like a plane. And he did say there was no flights tonight.
There's no flights tonight. That's a plane.
That was a modern plane. No, that was like a whirling.
It was a whirly plane, an engine plane.
Nothing in the sky.
I can still hear it. It's that way. But if that was a modern plane, you wouldn't hear it anyway.
You could hear that. You can hear.
No,
that.
I heard an engine.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was weird.
You bitch. Oh, that's not good. Not good. Just be nettled. We knew we were going to be.
Hear it?
Yeah, it's there. Can people at home hear that?
Yeah.
I can still hear that.
I can still hear it.
There's nothing in the sky.
Check the sky.
Gone now.
Check the sky. There's gotta be something up there. Has to be.
I can't hear it now. It's gone.
Stop, right? It has stopped.
Absolutely.
That was definitely there.
100%.
Nothing on flight radar, someone said.
That was definitely an aeroplane.
I'm still hearing it.
I am now. It's back again.
But it's behind me now. I'm getting it from over here. Mind you, there's a main road. Could that have been a car?
No, that
It was that way. It was the other way.
It was a propeller. It was up there in the field.
I'm hearing cars now.
I'm hearing cars that way.
It's dark enough for the night vision now, Kenny.
Right. And I think you know where you got to go. But look, it's 1:45. I think we've got to maybe head. Do we do the night vision down the tombs?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, come on, let's do it. We got to walk through some heavy grass and we're going to get nettled again.
The camera up. It's in
we'll
the morgue.
pick it up. It's in the.
It's in the morgue.
So give the morgue a sweep before you start, Ken. Who would it? You couldn't, could you? Can't. I don't know how lucky we can be. If that was amazing. Ow. Oh. Grab the camera, Ken, but make sure it's on and remember where your feet are. I know it's not subtle, but it helps. There it is, mate.
Echo's amazing.
Yeah, let's make sure the camera's on. Check it with Tony. And
I'll stick it on for you if you like. I need to put the mic on the top. I'll put this there so it can scan down.
No, for sure.
So if it doesn't work, it's down to
absolutely.
I hope they're watching the camera when this is happening, see if there's anything happens in here, because honestly, this
And don't forget, everybody that's a supporter will get all of the.
What's that?
I don't know.
Did you hear that noise? Was
I heard a noise.
That sounded like it was down there.
It was down there like a whine.
Yeah.
I'm pointing the camera at it now.
But don't forget, everybody will get, all supporters will get the footage from the night vision camera as a matter of course. That will happen. Right. Okay. Good luck, Kenny. We're going to go down the tombs too.
Don't forget to share the post.
Yes, please share with everybody.
Is this anything like Egypt or not?
No, it's really not. I'm going to switch the light off just so that the night vision can do its thing. Do you want to go ahead, Kenny?
Yeah.
But don't forget to stick to that track there, which will take you around. Oh, dear. Right. Now this is the hospital building, and from the hospital building they'd have to take, can you imagine, they've just heard a siren, they know that there's incoming planes, they don't want to take the chance, so they're scuttling doctors, nurses, stretchers running around here, and down this track underneath our feet, exactly where we are right now. Did you hear that? Like from inside?
Inside of there. That's why I got the camera on it.
Heard it's like somebody moving furniture,
Yeah.
kind of.
Like a drag
Table. Yeah. You've got to follow. Oh,
Oh, where's the truck?
where is the track? There was a track here. Hang on, I'll make a track.
I think it's still there, surely.
Oh, be careful! It's and there's nettles and brambles. Be careful. Kenny, can you see?
Yeah. Fine.
Because you got the night vision, and then you get a chance. I don't know. You got to go a fair way around, and this is full of potholes and all of that. So just bear with us. We're taking you to a really distinctly. Oh, hang on. I think we created our own pathway here. Yes, we did. Right, got it. It's along here. We just had to knock the nettles down. There we go. And here is... Oh.
I think the moths and stuff, I think.
May well be. Watch your step, because it's down here. We've got to go.
Right.
Hang on. Down you go. Oh, careful. Right.
Oh my word.
Now, if I were you, I would get to the corner, find the door, and then stop. Tony, I suggest you do the next one. There you go. Down you go.
A shot of it.
Careful and do not fall, as this wall coils around. It's a good height, Tony. Be careful. Might pay to come down here.
Yeah, I'm just giving everyone a look.
It's the buildings.
Let's see where we are. Back of the morgue, back of the hospital.
Yeah.
And then down.
No, you have to go down this way, Tony.
Yeah.
Stay outside, Kenny.
I probably won't get in all the way because of the
Well,
signal.
let's see how far it goes, then you can come straight out again. Jump. Watch your hands on nettles here too, because
Sorry if it goes off. I'll run back outside if it does, because we're going underground.
the nettles are high. Ow. We got so many other places to show you in the second half. Kenny, just take a step in and step to the side and watch your hands on the nettles. Now step left, as far as you can. How much can you see, Tony?
All of it?
Great.
But I'm not sure if I go in that I'm going to lose the signal.
Well, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Ow. Excuse me, I'm just trying to get past you, but the nettles. There you go. Whoa.
There's all kinds of white things moving about on here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And that's not moss or anything, because they're not
No,
here.
definitely not. Night vision, dynamite tonight. Dynamite. Do you want to take a walk to the end?
Yep.
And then turn around and come back? Stop. Take it in. What's there? Oh, yeah. Take another 2 or 3 feet. Are you holding signal, Tony?
I think so.
No, I think you'll see what they've done. They've tried to turn an underground building with the grass and the hedgerows to shield it from any bombs that may land, and heavy concrete helped by metallic bolts to try and keep people safe. And if you can see, as I say, Kenny's in there now with the night vision. You still getting stuff, Ken? Oh, I've just seen an orb here.
Oh, right. From left, let me just happen now, from left to right.
Hang on, I'll bring my microphone in. From left to right.
From left to right, it went across
What
vision.
did? What did?
A white, I wouldn't say a figure.
Was it an orb?
No, it was bigger than an orb. It was like a white, I can't describe what it was.
But did it catch it?
Yeah, definitely. It went from left to right. Just there when I was talking, it went from left to right across the screen, across that screen.
There's ladders at the back as well, so that people, instead of opening a door where there may be rubble or whatever knocked down, because there would have been a door on here. Did you see that?
Bloody hell.
What was that?
And then he died.
I think it's a bat. Oh, this nests here.
God.
Oh my goodness.
I think I caught that on camera.
It flew down, missing my head by an inch.
Try the necromancer, people are seeing.
Yeah, of course. Oh my
It
goodness.
doesn't scare the bats.
Oh. But you can imagine this door shut, how claustrophobic it would be down in this, mind. Scary. Right. The necromancer. Let's see what it can do. Come on. Did you survive down here? Bloody, it's just blood. Is that what you remember from in here? Oh, death. Oh, there's cobwebs hanging down here. Yeah, they're hanging from the ceiling right in the middle. We've had blood and bloody already. What else was down here? Apart from people screaming. If there were bombs going off down here, the terror inside this place, it must be tangible.
Especially when you hear all the noise and the banging, you just want to.
Yeah. Careful, Kenny. Did you spend time down here? Did you come down here? Ken, can you come out in reverse, if that makes sense? Yeah, just so they can get a better shot with it. Ouch, with a knife. Oh, go for it. Hello. Did you spend time down here? What's your head, Ken? You're coming out. If it got that image, switch it off now, Kenny. Save the battery.
No, I've got another one. Fine, you've got 20 minutes.
Oh, we've got 20 more minutes. That's great. Go for it. Ah.
At far end where the ladder is.
And here we are out again. Come out, Ken. Oh, dear. What's your step? Can you see? So what was that thing that was going across then?
There's things in there that I can't describe. It wasn't an orb. It wasn't like a figure. It was just like a partial white thing. And then just
When
now,
you say a part, it was see-through?
yeah. And just now at the ladders, there was like a figure at the ladders, like at the ladders. You'll see it on here. It's all on here. It must have caught it.
Right, well, Ken, you lead the way again because we've got the... Give us your hand.
Go on.
Up you come.
hang on here.
You got it?
Yeah.
There you go. There's the...
On the trail.
And
Again.
use the night vision and try and be as steady as you can. We'll follow you once you've got a head start. So we're coming to an end to the first period of our ghost hunt. Thank you for being with us. We'll walk around together to the front and hopefully you'll be able to get all of Kenny's night vision here and also in the other side where we're heading to a burial ground and an airfield, and we've got 1,000 stories of daring do World War II stories from the next place. This is where those that didn't fare so well came, and many of them died here. And I just think to rely on a place like a hole in the ground is the difference between life and death. It's quite terrifying all on its own. Anyway, let's see if we can get back. Kenny's already making his way around. Let's head back. Gotta watch your step. Can you see all right, Tony? To get back?
I have a light.
You haven't got much of one though. Is it enough?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll just follow your beam as well.
Okay, mate. I'll leave it close to me. If anybody sees anything, of course,
Screenshot it.
screenshot it, send it in to
Send a
us.
video, please.
We do a debrief every week, which is getting funnier and funnier, in my opinion. So we'll be able to share that with all of our supporters on Tuesday coming. And of course, next week we go back to Thursday night. This week, a special Wednesday edition. But please share with as many people as you can. All your friends, get them to share it too, if you'd be so kind. And we'll be picking somebody. How will they find out who's won the badge?
Usually it's on a Sunday, so you've got till Sunday to share this video, and then we announce it on Facebook. If you do share it on YouTube though, just take a screenshot and email it to nightowls@mail.com.
Brilliant.
and you'll be in with a chance there as well.
Brilliant. So please do.
nightowls@mail.com.
Gotcha. Ow. This is, I've already been progged a couple of times. I'm not going to complain about it anymore. I've done enough of that. Oh, hang on. We're getting back to concrete, Tony, this way. And here we are. Back on that trail. Oh! Got some kind of noise to my left. Was that just me or did you hear it?
I'm not sure. I heard rustling because I was coming through the weeds.
This might just be a trick of the light, Tony, but when I'm doing this, can you see shadows moving across the wall of the... Is it just... I've been staring at the white light of your camera for perhaps too long. Can you see?
I can see something, but it could be the grass because it's quite long.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, it could be. Well, there you see. Look. I've just seen something running almost like a child. Look above the grass, but... Just see if we can get that again. I'm never going to do it now. Just like somebody, like a little kid would run down. It's maybe that's what I want to see. Maybe that's what it is. I'd love to think that somebody at home maybe saw that, because it wasn't the shape of a plant or anything. It was like, there, look. Do you see? Look. Don't want to move past it again. Jeepers. If you can see that. It could be the plants. It could be the plants. Because the plants are high. Tony's quite right. And here we are. Pretty much back to the beginning of the hospital again. So remember, this, the very last place that those children came to. And the interesting part of this story that I never got to tell you about was that the farmer who lives over there, his family back in 1941 said, or complained to the police at Morpeth that, and even though it was wartime, that children were playing in the fields. And could you send some police out to move them? Now, the police at the time were older people because the younger ones had been put into the Army, the Air Force, Navy, Marines. They sent, eventually, 4 policemen to the field, and he could clearly see the children. The farmer said the children were playing there every single night. And the 4 police came in from 4 sides, and the children were in the field in the middle. And when they got close to them, one of the police officers, in his report, said the girl child was badly burnt. She only had one eye, and part of her skull was missing. And he tried to grab the arm of one of the girls, and his hand went through the arm pitch black, flesh crumbling. And then, as the other police came to join him, because he was looking so shocked, the children disappeared. They came back every night at 10:15, and the time that the plane hit the family home was 10:15. And that continued for about 1.5 years. And then after 1.5 years, it only happens now on rare occasions, but it's still, the children are about. I would love to think that they were with us here tonight, but we've got all of those war tales to be told. We're heading to another vantage point. It's only 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes away.
Okay.
So, you see, we have so little control over technology when we're talking about the kind of energy that we're dealing with, and that is more proof of it. We're sorry we disappeared. Tony, if people would like to become a supporter and get all this stuff, how do they do it?
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, just hit the Become a Supporter button. It's on the top of the page. And if you're on YouTube, just hit join. On Facebook, it'll be live in about 5 minutes, but you'll get that in a couple of hours' time on YouTube. So you get everything on both, just depends what you prefer.
And of course, you can go back and get all the other behind the scenes and the night vision camera,
The
or Mark
debrief.
1, and the debriefs. You'll get all of them. They're all there for you to behold. However, next, those phantoms that breeze from a burial ground across an airfield. That's what we're going to see next. Press those buttons. Come and join us.